What's the most infuriating first world problem? Having a refrigerator full of food but not wanting any of it to eat. So you grab the $500 smartphone and place a $20 order for pizza, soda, and wings. The pizza arrives and you tip the pizza guy a few bucks, but only do it out of courtesy. You then proceed to sit down and flip through hundreds of channels that you pay for and deem nothing watchable. So you power on your expensive gaming device, load up Twitch, and watch people play a game you already own. Slice after slice until the pizza that could feed a family of 4, you don't even eat the crust, you just throw it away. You aren't even watching the TV. You're on your phone on Reddit talking about the worst first world problems. I don't even do this shit, and you're making me feel like a spoiled sack of shit. What heathen doesn't eat the crust? They probably buy a side of breadsticks and throw away the free ones that come attached to the pizza. When you're going through self-serve at the supermarket, and you take your groceries off weight thing too early so it thinks you're stealing. Then it stops and says wait for assistance, so you have to awkwardly wave over the attendant. It can go like this sometimes. Machine, place item in bagging area. Me places item. Machine, unexpected item in bagging area. And the voice is so fucking loud, just to make sure everyone thinks you're an idiot who can't operate it. Getting pissed at my phone for hanging on to the one last bar of Wi-Fi when I can switch over to data. Please, if you're commenting about the Android settings to fix this, please refrain from doing so. This is my new first world problem now. This is great because it's fixable but still annoying. It always happens as I'm leaving the house and loading Google Maps. Yes, I can then go into settings, turn off the Wi-Fi, etc., but I usually just drive away until I'm out of range. Just set your phone to use both for faster speeds. Clamshell plastic packaging. I'm beginning to think this problem isn't so much a first world as it is a specifically American problem. Case in point, when I was taking a vacation to South Korea and Japan a few years back, I noticed that while they still put products in the hard clamshell packaging, they just tape or soft glue the two halves shut. Just a single good pull was all it ever took to open anything. Unlike in the States, where it takes a pair of bolt cutters and an iron wheel. When automatic sinks don't sense your hand at the right time, and you're just fisting the air with a handful of soap. All of these are funny first world problems, but this is the correct answer cause it's the most infuriating. Every time this happens, I can feel the robots slowly killing us. Being bored on the internet. Get bored on Reddit, close tab. Open Reddit in new tab. When you hit the restart button instead of shut down. Honestly, why isn't there a oh crap, I misclicked shut down instead button on that restart screen? People that don't know that a traffic light works like a four-way stop when a traffic light goes out. It's like driving through a demolition derby. 100 plus games in your Steam library, but nothing interesting to play. My friend calls this Netflix syndrome. You spend an hour browsing the queue, just scrolling, expecting maybe to eventually find a hidden gem, only to settle back on reruns of The Office. Complaining about the quality of the food brought directly to your lap while you lay back, watching movies, drinking wine, and flying majestically through the sky like a 21st century fat slobby unicorn. As a FA, this really hits home for me. I'm sorry. Would you prefer nothing? Also, is it just me or is it not that bad? I mean, sometimes it can pretty bland, but I've never had a bad airline meal. And I've flown some pretty cheap airlines. I don't get what people are complaining about. The paradox of choice, about how having too many choices actually diminishes our happiness, that the numerous possibilities create a sort of regret over your choice no matter what. I went to a hot dog stand Shake Shack around my house, and they had 40 flavors of milkshakes. I was so overwhelmed at the possibilities and couldn't decide, and ended up with a chocolate milkshake. When your earbuds get caught in something and gets yanked out of your ears. Bonus points if it makes you drop your phone. Today, while running a branch, smacked a Bluetooth earbud out my ear. I was cursing the lack of wires since it fell into a ditch and I had to go get it. Having at your disposal 150 cable TV channels, on demand, HBO, Netflix, Hulu, etc., as well as 500 DVDs on the shelf, but there's still nothing good on. I hear ya. I got a decent amount of cable channels, A whole cabinet full of DVDs and Blu-ray and Netflix and Hulu, but I'm not the type of person who can sit in front of a TV all damn day when I'm bored. Especially watching a random episode of some old TV show in the middle of the afternoon. I have to do something. This only feels good if it's after a long work day or a busy morning full of errands. Watching a new TV show, that's amazing, but knowing that it's extremely unlikely you will ever be able to find a TV show similar to said one that invokes feelings just as great. Or watching the first and maybe even a second season of a great new series on Netflix, or whatever, only to find that there won't be any more seasons. When only one of your earphones work. When your wallet is too fat with cash and you have to take it out of your back pocket to sit down. When you run out of episodes of a TV show after binging 50 of the previous seasons in the last 3 days. When Reddit goes down. When the video description says MILF but the girl looks like she's 20. Cash? That's a second world problem. Too many gift cards in your wallet. Now that's a problem. Someone put a pepperoni pizza hot pocket in my box of meatball hot pockets. Cooked a meatball hot pocket and got pepperoni pizza. Yes. My so removes the hot pockets from the boxes to save freezer space, but then it is roulette as to what flavor you get. Seriously, why is there no printed name or anything on the packets? If you have a freezer stuffed with so many hot pockets that you lose track of what you bought, you might have some lifestyle choices to re-examine. Not having food in the fridge, only ingredients to make food, but you're too tired and hungry to cook it. When you're so not in the mood to cook that you eat the components of a meal, but separately. Like I'm too lazy to make a sandwich, but I'll eat a few slices of lunch meat, a slice of pickle, a slice of cheese and a slice of bread. The 3 attempts it takes to plug in a USB cable. Nothing compares to trying to plug in a VGA cable in the back of a monitor without looking. This or a DVI cable. Maddening. I put a little piece of tape on the cord, up next to the connector. The tape is folded over to form a tag, and the tag sticks out on the right-hand side when the connector is oriented properly. Now I can get it in, first time every time. Who wants to get it right the first time though? What, then, would we bitch about? Planned obsolescence. I was just thinking the other day how fucking brilliant Apple have been in making a good chunk of their customer base buy a new iPhone every fucking year. And same for the Android market as well. I remember when people bought a Nokia or any other cell phone for that matter with the idea of using it for years. Granted, the tide might be changing with people holding on to smartphones for longer. Hot dogs being sold in packages of 10. Hot dog buns being sold in packages of 8. When your friends are suicidal from the depression caused by day-to-day modern life. Being too tired to eat. When you reach over to grab some water on the nightstand and accidentally spill it over your phone, tablet, wallet, and have to wake the fuck up and dry everything off really fast, and you still don't even get your water. Everything being connected to the internet and relying on it. I couldn't do my washing this morning because the internet was down where I live. I require an explanation. In my apartment building, the laundry room has an app. You load up money on the app, like PayPal kinda, select your washer or scan the code, then press go and it debits your account. It's actually pretty slick as it will also send you a push notification when your clothes are done. Now our washers have a coin slot backup if your phone dies or the system goes down. However, I was in a dorm situation during a summer one time and those washers either needed the app or the credit card. If internet goes down there, it can't authorize anything. We're quickly getting to the point where we regard internet connections as vital to our lives as water and electricity. I'm in my mid-40s and nowadays I shrug and wonder how the hell did we ever live without this. Going overseas, falling in love with ketchup Pringles, coming back home, realizing that they don't sell ketchup Pringles in your country. Fucking devastated. Batteries are causing impossible to open devices to die way quicker than they would with a removable battery. I made my Samsung S4 Mini last for 5 years by just buying new batteries, until I had to replace it earlier this year. Was fucking livid to find the new model didn't allow me access to the battery. Dickheads building in obsolescence on purpose can go fuck themselves. I would rather have a thicker phone so I can remove the battery. I also would just like a thicker phone in general so I can hold it better. It's one of the reasons I get a chunky case. I always feel like I'm going to drop someone's phone when it doesn't have a case on. but my chunky case gives me a good grip. A rise in chronic autoimmune diseases. There are a few theories, my fave being the hygiene hypothesis. We're much cleaner now, the immune system doesn't know how to handle it, freaks out. I have lupus, so I've definitely got some skin in the game. Forgetting your laundry in the dryer, and your clothes getting wrinkled. Or worse, forgetting it's in the washing machine for several hours until it's mildewy and has to be rewashed. When the Wi-Fi goes down, chaos. When my Starbucks order is wrong and I have to again have the internal fight between the social anxiety of asking for it to be remade and the cheapskate in me that can't stand paying $5 for a beverage I won't really enjoy. People who are offended when you don't text back within minutes. Put a break on it, Karen. I'm at work and I'll get around to you when I have a minute. When you've lied down nice and snug on your bed but forgot to turn off the lights. What's the most infuriating first world problem? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one.